Coming up on today's episode.
I'm saying with all of these beefs that we've had, and you go to HR, like I'm just saying. And we've had some monumental beefs in hip hop history.
Welcome to the Melanin Movement, where melanin magic meets meaningful discussions. Join our all-family cast as we dive into hot topics and important issues for the Black community.
Speaking of people trying to change the system, our boy Aubrey, aka Drake, I swear, I love that video from Breakfast Club.
Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wouldn't hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in a wheelchair? Drake?
Yes!
Y'all niggas better stop playing with me in here.
You tried to hide the world from the kid?
Drake?
That was brilliant.
Drake? So Drake, he has filed a suit after the beef, the back and forth beef with him and Kendrick. He filed petitions against Universal Music Group based on his theory that it conspired to artificially inflate a Kendrick Lamar takedown of Drake called Not Like Us. And that's my song. And it reached nearly 1 billion streams on Spotify and 179 million views on YouTube. Arguably one of the biggest hits of 2024, Not Like Us has been nominated for 5 Grammys. Not only does Lamar attack Drake as a rapper, he also says, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. Later referring to Drake's 2021 certified lover boy, he raps that he's a certified pedophile. So the documents Drake and his company, Frozen Moments LLC, filed one in New York Supreme Court and the other in Bexar County, Texas. Now, Drake is claiming that they're trying to manipulate and saturate the streaming services so that Not Like Us can go viral. But I don't know.
But, okay, so here's my issue, I think. Does he not think, if it's true, which I don't think so, but that's me. If it's...
What, that Aubrey likes him young?
No, I'm talking about them saturating Spotify.
Oh. Whoops. Sorry. Proceed.
If that is true, that they were trying to boost the song, does he not think they did the same thing for him? Because there was a time Drake was top 5 on pop, R&B, rap. So I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm just...
No, he knows. He knows.
Do we really think they didn't do the same thing for him? That's first. Second, he's the one that said that Kendrick's girl, the baby, wasn't Kendrick's.
It was Dave Free.
It was his friend. So I'm just like, you talked about his girl. You started this, and now when he responds, you go to HR. I don't understand it. I don't.
Where's your manager? I want to speak to your manager.
I don't. I'm not.
I mean, you gotta realize he's half. He's half. He's half bred. So his inner Karen came out and said hello.
Is it? But to me, this just solidified him as more pop, the hip hop, because in the hip hop,
he's definitely not hip hop.
In the hip hop culture, you don't go to HR if you lose a battle. So
I wanna speak to your manager.
Just don't. So
I'm gonna write a letter.
That's not the culture.
Look, why not? Why can't why as black folks, right? We always want to condone violence.
No,
He took that. Look,
Violence.
he took the high road. He said, "You know what? We was having fun. We was having fun. You just went a little too low."
But you started it though. Like you.
No, he didn't
that's
start
the
it.
thing that bothers
Look,
me.
look. He made a song. No. Matter of fact, he didn't even start it because they did first person shooter,
Okay.
and for some reason, I guess it seemed like it's a diss, but it just sounded like, three top dogs just want to compete for number one.
Right. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
So then Future came out and said, "What's this? Not like that, whatever." And then that's when Kendrick went off. I'm like, okay,
The one
cool.
where Kendrick had the verse on.
Oh yeah, he said after Big Three, just Big Me.
Yeah,
Cool. I'm
big
with that.
me. Yeah.
I love that. Cool, got it. Drake went at everybody else, did a little shit at Kendrick, and then was like, okay, cool. And then they went back and forth. But like, it's rap battle, I'm gonna call you an idiot, or I'm gonna say you slapped your girl. You're gonna say I mess with young girl. It's cool. But when the record labels start messing with how the information being distributed,
But
then that's a problem. Especially when his contract is coming up too. That's a problem because I'm negotiating contracts with y'all, and y'all gonna do this. It's like, come on, that's kind of like.
But it's speculation. He doesn't have proof that they were inflating the streams.
But that's what the suit is for. The suit is to start investigating why.
Yeah, but once he filed the suit, then Kendrick's streams shot higher after the suit was filed. His streams shot higher. He got more streams.
Let's be even real. They just confirmed that he have a world tour and he's going to Canada. Look, for rap purposes, Kendrick the man, because that's different levels.
Let me tell you something. The petty
Drake make a freestyle, say he want to be in the Super Bowl. Kendrick doing the Super Bowl. Now he's doing a concert in Canada. Oh man!
But Drake did allegedly turn down the Super Bowl 3 times.
Drake could have easily did the Super Bowl. Not gonna cap.
He could have, but let's be real.
So what I heard from
what you had heard
50 Cent and from Rihanna, you perform at the Super Bowl,
you have to pay. You have to pay to do the production.
You pay. That's not a paying gig.
But the return on that afterwards is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So obviously, maybe he didn't think he would.
Oh, he didn't need it.
I don't know.
He didn't need it.
Why he turned it.
He had a whole decade of every summer. It just
was Drake.
Yeah.
Him.
Every summer.
It's like I'm talking about. Even if your local rapper had one little nice hot song, 2 months later, you hear him do a first verse and then that person's verse come out. It's a Drake song at that point. Once he's on your song, it's his song.
Well, Mos Def was asked by a host on a podcast if she thought Drake was hip hop, and Mos Def was like, "I feel that he's pop. He's commercial. Like he's somebody that if I went to Target and I heard his music, on the loudspeaker, just like, how you hear them songs. Am I the same girl? Yes, I am. Yes,
We're not gonna do that though.
I feel like
what?
He has.
You're not gonna do that.
Has pop.
What?
He does have pop music, but he has rap songs.
You're not gonna do that.
Yeah, but
but he's not hip hop. He's not the essence of hip hop, and that's what. Remember that post I sent y'all when he was trying to freestyle, and it never,
nothing.
Never,
but not every rapper freestyle.
Yo.
Boy. He said, you playing this beat? Nah, play the next one.
Like, you got me on this one.
Yeah, that was
but not all rappers are freestylers. And not all freestylers are rappers.
But that was like a prerequisite prior to back in. See, this is when generations come in. Because in my generation,
With the Boogie Down Bronx, y'all in the BX?
No.
We're Gen X.
Oh, because
So no.
And
I'm
next.
sorry. When I see this, I think about the BX
No,
because
we're
that's
Gen
all
X.
I know. Oh.
No. Back in my generation, in my day, that was a prerequisite of you being a hip hop artist, is that you also had to be able to freestyle. When that's how it started, being in a group on the street and y'all somebody beatboxing. And yeah, that was like the thing that you had to go against so and so. You got to go against this one. You got to go against that one, and see who's the winner at the end. But now it's just like, if you're able to put some words together, like Letterman, my best dictation, ascending to my innovation. Not like the other MCs that are an imitation or an animation, a cartoon to me. But anyway, it's like you don't have to do the minimum or what the parameters are of hip hop. Now, if you could just put two words together that rhyme, oh, I'm a rapper, I'm a dope rapper, but bro, what?
But what if they don't want to do that though?
Right.
Not every artist has to do that.
All right. Little Uzi said it mad times. I'm a
No,
rock
Yeah,
star.
has to do that.
I don't need to do this. I
I
don't
don't
have to
think
prove
that's
this to
fair.
you.
I don't
My
think that's
my
fair.
fans.
It doesn't have to be your strength. Like, you can succeed, you can excel at other parts of hip hop, but that has to be like, just like going to school. You have to learn reading, math, language arts, science. Like, why no?
We're in a different era.
Because not every
Like-
artist has to do that. And this is coming from somebody who's a proponent of hip hop culture, authentic hip hop culture. Not every artist has to do that because there are artists that are in that lane.
Matter of fact, even back
Y'all
let's be
giving
real.
people passes. Like they
No,
don't have
let's
to
be
try
real.
hard.
No.
They don't have to try
Listen,
hard.
listen.
You're saying passes as if there's something to gatekeep. Like, it's music. If you are going to
Right.
make good music, who cares if you can freestyle?
But let's be real. There's a lot of rappers back in the days that got their raps. They got their raps written from other rappers. There's a lot of rappers back in the days had ghostwriters.
Yeah, they still got ghostwriters, Drake.
Right. So
I'm just saying.
I know.
Drake
but
could write, bro. Like, let's not do that.
Right, because he has half. He goes half and half with his writers. They're going bouncing back and forth. Even when you think about it, Genuine. Even though we're talking about hip hop, but Genuine said him and Static Major went line for line for what's that? So Anxious.
No,
Line-
we know
That's what it is.
that people write on
So-
other people's songs. I'm not saying that.
But the roots of what hip hop is a battle.
Right.
That's just that's the roots. The roots of it is, I'm gonna stand in this group and we gonna go back and forth, line for line, and I'm gonna say stuff about you and you'll say stuff about me, and then after that is done. That is what the roots of it is. So yes, I do agree. You don't have to be the best freestyle. I agree.
But
But
goes-
if you know you're going to a hip hop show where they're saying you have to do this freestyle,
Yeah, that's
you
crazy.
better have something like on your
No, for sure. But let's be real. It kind of goes back to
not
what
just be
Chris
like,
said.
Be prepared.
I agree with that.
But it goes back to what Chris said. It's like the way how music is absorbing this day and age. I don't need the freestyle because at the end of the day,
I totally get that.
yeah, I could put it on SoundCloud today and
But
It's just like a watered down version.
But you don't go to HR when you lose a rap battle. That is
no.
that
I
is
think
my
when it comes to but if it's coming to negotiations, like so if he's going through negotiation with this company and you basically sabotaging the chances of
that they didn't do the same thing for him.
right, but they can
He
and
was
they probably
at the
have.
top for a
I know, but
minute.
I'm the dog. Well, if I'm Drake, I'm him. Ride with me, we good. So if you're not riding with me,
ride with him. He's always at the top.
So stay.
Always
Look,
at the
where you
top.
gonna go?
It's
He at the
always
top.
Drake. It's
Right.
always Drake.
That is
So
some
let's
white
not
people
change-
stuff. That is some white people stuff if I've ever heard it. That's white people stuff if I ever heard it.
Always
Don't
Drake.
change the
So
system. Like,
please,
don't change
I
the system.
can't. No. The thing about it is for everything there is a season. It is not Drake's season. It's Kendrick's season. This
Because
is
Drake has had the game sewn up for years.
at the top. He's $1 billion.
If I heard one dance one more time,
I swear that was like the only Drake song that I liked. Honestly, I'm not a don't come for me, Chris. I said what I said. Don't come for me, Chris.
controller.
I'm not a Drake.
Can I say the reason why I like Nicki
One dance.
Minaj's
You know,
some truffle
truffle butter.
is for
Drake's verses though. Yeah.
Y'all are
What?
picking the weirdest
Time for the
songs
what
out of
time?
his catalog.
No, that.
The weirdest, like,
The weirdest.
Wait, I
songs.
know. Wait,
Let's go, ladies. Yeah, ladies.
I know you ain't talking about win.
Mr. No Wiz, Mr. No Nipsey Russell.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Person to be talking about
How quick the
win.
tables have turned.
You know,
you know what? I'm cool with it. Like, I'm cool with it.
I'm sorry. As
And
the
then another thing.
fake fan, I
I'm just-
wanted to hear from Chris what his thoughts are because he is the Drake. I think amongst us, he is one of the Drake.
no, I'm not an anti-Drake. I like Drake songs. I like Take Care.
Anti-Drake.
I don't think we are
I think I purchased his albums.
against Drake. I just don't know as much song that Chris knows. Like I know he knows them all. I know about 3 or 4. You know, it's just not my thing.
The ones y'all picked though are like
I
some of the
need a
most
one
obscure
dance.
picks. Yo, this whatever you got going on right now. That joint is sick,
Drake?
bro. You look like one of them joints in the car wash.
Inflatable long arms. You be swaying left to right.
What about Hotline Bling?
Yo, all right. Yeah. All right.
I just want
It's the
This
weirdest.
is getting painful now.
Chris.
The motto.
He didn't say
That's one of them. Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But here's the thing. He undoubtedly, regardless of what your opinion is, he has classics.
Yeah, but most of the ones that we mentioned, he's singing.
No, with an S. Classics with an S.
No, I said, but most of the ones that we've mentioned that we
I'm talking about classic albums.
yes,
Like full
but
project.
he's singing in the albums, in the classics.
It's only
He's
two or three songs he probably sing on the
That's what
album.
I'm saying.
I
Like,
better find
rapping.
your loving. I better find your
Right.
heart.
what were the other songs
I
on that
bet.
album? What were the other songs
Right.
on that album?
That's a great album.
Controller.
The same.
We just said I said
That
controller
is not
earlier.
on that album. Mother.
That's the
Oh,
other
which album
That's
y'all
the
talking
album.
about? I don't know which album y'all talking about. I'm sorry.
Nothing was the
So how you
same. Nothing was the
how you
same.
talking about that? You
Oh.
don't even know what album we talking about.
Oh,
Nothing
oops.
was the same. This is nothing was the same when he's
said he's singing.
standing
He's
sideways like
I
this.
said, what album? She said, I don't even know what album we talking about.
Right. She said controller. That's the next one. That's the
That's what the
Karate one.
views.
Yeah, views. Yeah,
He has classics, multiple, stamped,
classics. Yeah, stamps.
widely recognized classics.
I'm talking about
Statistically,
But
socially,
again,
stamped.
And when he walks on them, you know.
that the record label he's saying push them didn't.
I
And
think-
it's the same parent company. It's the same parent company that both of them are on. So,
I don't
like,
know.
dude, we don't believe you. You need more
I mean,
people.
regardless, it's great publicity for the both of them. They both winning.
Thank you.
It
I was about to
is.
say that.
That's
I was
why I
about to
said
say that.
after the petition was filed, Kendrick's streams went through the roof again.
I'm sure his did too.
I promise you, by probably like January, a new album by Drake.
Oh yeah, I could see that happening. I mean, he just dropped
See
like
it.
2 back to back though.
Yeah, he went and got all the writers and was just like, we gotta
I
kill
know,
him with
but
this one. We gotta
but
talk
for
about his
this,
family. We gotta talk about his nose. We gotta
but
talk
remember
about
the last 2 albums he had it was with 21 Savage, and then what was the other one? It was dual albums, like
It
him and
was,
somebody else. I'm talking about a solo
honestly,
album
never
by
mind.
himself.
It was the joint with 21 Savage, and then he dropped
Oh,
all the dogs.
there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Great
remember,
album,
right.
by the way.
Yeah, it was
well,
cool.
the moral of this story is that in hip hop, HR does not exist.
I'm gonna get paid.
In hip hop, there are, if you will, the godfathers that may come together for bring you together for a sit down to make sure that everything is everything and that we stay within the parameters of the culture. But there is no HR. You don't go and snitch and be like, I think they try to boost his sales. I think they try to boost his streams. Meanwhile, you've been boosted from the time you came out the wheelchair. Degrassi? No shade, Chris, because I see your face.
I'm sure. I'm still stuck on
Look,
One Dance being Auntie
Right.
favorite song.
That's the I gotta talk to her. I got you. I'm gonna talk to her because just
One Dance.
mind you, bro. It's not like I haven't played multiple Drake songs.
I better find your loving. I'm singing a different. I better
I just
find
feel
your
like a
love.
bad bitch every time.
Baby.
You know how white women dance with their hair?
There's all.
You dance with how
Show
white
your
women
ways. Yeah.
I don't know why that song just makes me channel that every single time he comes out.
What is this? What is
Like, I don't
It's just
understand.
like I just need to be at like a rave or something. Like I just need to just be.
That's not even a rave beat. It's not
Nah,
a rave
it's
beat.
I don't
That's
know, but like
more of a
it's like a, it's like when you're in a trance.
bogle. It's more of a bogle beat, not a rave. I don't know.
I don't
you need to bring
know.
those hands down to this.
Well, this is how you
It's-
know.
it's
This is
some
how
weird
you
people
know.
at that
I was
rave,
always
man.
sheltered because I never been to a rave. Huh? I was in the church. Here you go.
I ain't never been to a rave either, but I've seen
It's
them on
not for
TV.
you. It's not for you.
It's not.
Just because you ain't do it, don't mean you should. You know what I mean?
You're right. Just because I say that all the time.
Raves is for white
Can you
people. that don't have
imagine?
sex.
We're gonna close, but could you imagine Jay-Z and Nas going to HR after Ether and Takeover?
Yeah, he probably did.
The stuff that
We
they were
just
saying
didn't
on
know about
records, you can't go to HR for that.
Come on, man.
The stuff that they were saying on them records,
He
like,
said he nutted on his baby seat.
yeah, that's
He said he
crazy.
nutted on his
Crazy.
baby seat.
Forget HR. Like, I'm liable to spend a block on that. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like,
Matter of fact, let's think about it.
that's crazy.
It happened with Gucci and Jeezy. Think about it. Dude slid
I
on
wasn't interested in no
Gucci.
Gucci.
Remember Cube's one.
And
his
NWA.
What
Yeah.
was it called? Big? No.
No,
What was it called?
Gangsters of America. Not Gangsters of America, something like that. No,
No Vaseline,
American
right?
Gangster.
No Vaseline. Yes, no
There you go.
Vaseline.
You're right.
Yep.
I
The
could
title
buy like
track
5
is
songs.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if Cube or Dre went to HR for no Vaseline?
I would go to
Well, then-
HR for SA because, like, what are you talking about? No Vaseline. Like, that's chill.
Pause. As Dame Dash says all the time. Pause.
Son is wild. Like that. There's no excuse to name your song No Vaseline. Anything else, dog. Like, there's so many options.
I'm saying with all of these beefs that we've had, and you go to HR, like I'm just saying. And we've had some monumental beefs in hip hop history.
I know, but the difference is if this is going behind the scene, like you're messing with my money and we have we have paperwork that works hand in hand together with each
But
other.
is it really messing with his money? And if it's messing with his money, it's cents. It's literally cents because streams, you don't get that much from the streams.
And again, do we think that the same people that boosted one did not
Universal Music Group, the parent company?
Right. That's how I know. I know
win.
the tricks. You did it with me, so guess what? When I see
Why are you doing it with him?
Right, don't
Why
do
are
it to
you
me.
doing it with him?
Like I said, nepotism works in my favor, and I'm cool with it. When it doesn't work in my favor, I will raise hell.
So technically, he can't pardon him. Can't pardon Hunter, but you could sure pardon Ivanka.
Yeah.
What she do?
I don't know.
No, I'm just they had some charges in New York about her. I'm just saying. Come on.
Damn immigration laws, bro.
We gotta do something about these weak ass immigration laws. But anyway,
I just think again, keep it if it's a rap battle, because that's what it started out as.
He said it with an accent too. He said, "You better not ever go to cell block 1." I ever go to cell block 1.
Back and forth. Now, do we really believe that the song made it to the vice president's speech because of extra streams on Spotify?
When he performed it for Juneteenth, he performed it like 6 times back to back. He was just like, it was 7, and every time it started, I was like,
there was a 9-year-old crip walking on the stage too.
Yes. Like,
I'm
come
talking
on.
about he had everybody in every hood on stage. First of all, I live in LA, so to see that, I was amazed.
I could see that. Like, you lived in LA?
Yeah. So
what part? Was it Compton?
No, I lived in the end of Inglewood and Culver City.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Oh
yeah,
damn.
I was in the heart.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
You was in the wood. You was in the wood. You was macking. Hanging. Back.
Oh damn.
I had to make sure I had to get my notebook ready, back in those days. And my gum, can't have my breath stinking.
Your Tic Tacs, you had to get the Tic Tacs.
Tic Tac.
Jeez.
Hanging with Stacy and them.
Yeah. No, West Coast definitely they keep their circle tight.
Said it that this has brought them more to,
because Aubrey technically, even though he live out here now, he Canadian. You from Canada, my dude. So it ain't East Coast, West Coast. It's North America. It's United States versus Canada.
Yeah, it's United States versus.
Go back to your country, you darn Eskimo.
Go back to your country. White power.
Gosh darn Eskimo.
You gaboons. You gaboons. Gigaboons. Yeah.
I mean, anyway. Let's keep it fair. What are we going to expect, right? He outside of LL Cool J, he's the most light-skinned dude to rap battle or to be in a rap beef. So you got to excuse his behavior. You know what I mean?
And LL is caramel.
He's gonna do light-skinned things. So
yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah,
it's expected.
Die hip hop.
Eminem did sue or do a cease and desist for
who?
For the Reasonably Shady podcast.
Yeah, but that wasn't a rap battle. That's
I'm just saying
business. That's something totally different. He's never sued someone who has said something against him. That's something totally different.
I'm going to research that. I'm going to Google that. I'm going to be a 950% Google who's sued somebody in hip hop for something that they said. Did a cease and desist. We'll see.
And to be fair, the only person that should really be able to sue somebody is Kendrick's girl, because she didn't have anything to do with it.
And the baby that Kendrick was talking about that Aubrey didn't want it out there. The son that he had that he wasn't, or the daughter, was it a son or a daughter?
According to Aubrey, he said this is leaked information that he put out himself. So there's no alleged kid to be allegedly, but that's what he said.
Got a smoke screen.
Well, viewers, let us know what you think. Should Drake be held to a higher standard of a hip hop icon that he is, because he is an icon? Whether or not he's hip hop, that still remains to be seen. But should he be held to a higher standard and not go to HR on his counterpart? What do you think? And should Kendrick be held liable for the things that he said in "You Better Not Ever Go to Cell Block 1"?
Why is it a hoedown when
That's how you sound.
Charlie Sound country.
No. I'm doing my West Coast joint. No,
It sounds more like
10-gallon hat.
down south.
howdy partner,
Like the
howdy
Midwest.
partner.
It sounds more like the Midwest than the West Coast. Just like
Anyway, hip hop is one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest exports in the United States. And guess who originated it? Us. So we got to keep it for us, by us, and try to keep some of the authenticity of it, of how it started, and what the founding fathers meant for it to be an expression of where we live, of how we live, of who we are, of what we do. Let's try to keep it there and keep it on wax always. It should never go to blows or to pum-pums ever. We've been there, done that, and we don't ever want to revisit it. So don't forget to subscribe, click that notification button, and let us know what you think in the comments. And until next time, we are the Melanin Movement Podcast, and the co-hosts are Chris, Antoine, EVE, and Shauna Dawn, aka Maya Angelou. And I am Kaya. Peace out.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X. And make sure you go to our website and get our merch today.